it's Natasha, and today I'm here to show you our Universal Yums Indonesia box for July 2019, and I'm going to show you the resources I'm using with it for our homeschooling. So if you saw my video last month, I will link that above and below. You will know that I am using Universal Yums as a geography program for all of my girls ages 3 to 16. So this is so fun. We had our first box last month, which was Colombia, and we had a blast. In that video, I show you different resources that I'm going to be using throughout the year, depending on, of course, the country that we get. But I did add a resource, and I specifically want to show you this month what I'm using for Indonesia, and I want to do an unboxing here of this beautiful box. And I will also put a link down in the description box that gives you $5 off your first box, which makes your first box only $10, and that's with shipping. And so honestly, it is a great deal. And that link also gives me a $5 credit, which I greatly appreciate when you use my link. So I actually got this box for free because a couple people used my link, and I really truly appreciate it. So if you like this and you're interested in it, please use my link. I would so greatly appreciate that. It really helps me out. All right, so let's see what's in the Indonesia box. So the first thing it comes with is this paper right here, and it tells you the country, and it tells you some different key places, shows what it looks like, you know, on a basic map. Obviously, this is not a full world map, but you can see there the Indian Ocean. It talks about some things like the Komodo and the Sumatra, and we have a little explorer here with the Universal Yums box, and so this was super fun to go through with the girls. And then on the back of this is the official Yum Awards, and as you taste the snacks, you vote afterwards which ones you like the best, the second best, the worst, and the weirdest. And then there's always a little game that you can play, and then there's solve a secret puzzle. So everything in this box is truly like packed full of educational opportunities, and I really love it. Then we have this guidebook here. Now this is awesome. It has so much information. So I'm going to tell you how we did this last month. So what we did was, as we read like a page like this, we would try one snack. And so the girls would be eating while I was going over these different things as I was reading to them. So they're engaged because they're eating the snack. And then when we would flip a page, I'd give them a different snack to try. And so the trivia was super fun because of course we have no idea. And some of these answers are so wacky that you would never expect. And so trying to guess the correct answers was really fun. The answers are included in the back though, so you're not left guessing indefinitely. And then we have some information about each of the snacks and any allergy warnings, that sort of thing. And then here it's talking about volcanoes. So you could totally make a volcano, which we are actually probably going to do. And so you can, you know, incorporate science into this too. I mean, really, these boxes are so cool. The Colombia box last month was about the rainforest and rainforest animals. So that was really awesome. It usually gives you some additional recipe that you can make if you're really wanting to expand this farther. There's the trivia answer key. And then on the back, it gives you a hint for next month's box there. Ooh, that looks fun. And then I wanted to show you this, which I missed when I was doing my last flip through, but I did notice it when we were doing it. There is a playlist of music from that country. So I just turned that music on really low as we were trying our snacks and reading through this material here, and it was so cool. I mean, they've really thought of everything. I mean, this is great. And let me show you, of course, the snacks. So we've got these cassava crackers, and some snacks you're going to hate, some snacks you're going to love, but that's just part of the fun, is trying different things and seeing if you like them. Oh, I think these are like corn nuts. I'm gonna steal these for myself. No, I'll let everybody try, but I think they might be like corn nuts. I love corn nuts. And then there's like the Yum bag here, and that has special treats like candies in it. And then we have this layer cake. Oh, it's like an egg noodle, but candy. That is hilarious. Now, of course, some things like this, obviously, there's not enough for all of my girls, so I will just literally cut this up and everybody tries a little bit of it. So we all try everything. Wafer. Most of these look pretty good. Wafer roll. The first thing I add is these geography binders. I made one for each of my girls, but we have a world map, and so what we did was we located approximately where Colombia is on the world map, and so we'll do the same thing with Indonesia. And then we have each of the continents, so then we'll color in Indonesia on the continent map. My basic goal for this, especially for my little ones, is that at the end of the year, they know all the continents, all the oceans, and they're able to recognize of the countries that we've learned what continent they're on. So like we'll say, oh, Colombia, where's Colombia? South America. Where's Indonesia? Asia, that sort of thing. So they just get a general idea of where these countries are in relation to the world. And so each month when we get a new box, we are just going to review last month's and add this month. So only doing one country at a time isn't hard to memorize. And it's wonderful houses around the world. I actually found this on Sunlight's website, but I purchased it from thriftbooks.com because it was cheaper. And it specifically had Indonesia, and so that's why I got it. But of course, it has other countries in it too. And so actually, let me show you the different countries it has. So we've got Bolivia, Senegal, Togo, Tunisia, I'm probably saying that wrong, Spain, Romania, India, Mongolia, China, and Indonesia. And then the Indonesia page looks like this, shows some houses, has a little bit of information here. And then it has this layout, who lives here, a grandmother, a father, a mother, and 5 children. And has little captions for each thing in house. And so that's kind of how this book works, you know, so India and then the house and that sort of thing. So I thought this was a great addition. Of course, the boxes that you get from Universal Yums is a surprise. However, you do know in advance what you're getting if you follow them like on Facebook or Instagram or something. And so that's why I was able to purchase this and have it shipped before the Indonesia box got here, because you do know in advance. And so that's really good too if you're prepping. And then we are using, I showed this last month, the window on the world, and there might be a newer edition of this, but this I had picked up at Goodwill years ago. And so what we did for Colombia, and we will do for Indonesia, we just read the spread. And then at the end, and we did this last. And so the very last thing we did when we capped off our study was we prayed for the country. So we prayed for Colombia. This time we'll be praying for Indonesia. And then the last resource I'm using for Indonesia is the Student World Atlas. And we're going to just be using this political map here, and that's just so the kids can identify where Indonesia is when they are doing their map work in their binders. Last time we spent about a good hour on this, but my kids were engaged the entire time. They had so much fun, and I had so much fun. My husband had so much fun. He was actually working, but he works from home, but he was working at the time, and he was telling his coworker about the box as he was trying the snacks. I mean, we love this. I think it is a perfect fit for my family. So if you think it might be a perfect fit for your family, please check out that link below, and I hope this was a blessing to you. I'll talk to you soon.